do some really good surfing, and don't always get to show off my backhand that often. So Erin was definitely a little bit, I was nervous going into that heat for sure.
Oh, well done. That was a tough one to survive. And you have made that jump back to the top of the WSL rankings, which is huge.
A couple of heats. The girls still jockeying for position here. Bella up and riding.
Oh, late drop. Stays on her feet, comes around the section. Just transitioning through the inside here. Has to wait for this one to stand up to start letting go of some big major turns. And here is the first opportunity. And Isabella delivers a nice hit there. Drawing off the bottom nicely. Starting to string these moves together. A bit more flair on that final turn. And she looks down the line and kind of, you could say the same thing about these two serves and their backhands, Rich. Their forehands, sorry. Isabella, she rounds her calves out and her front side hits a little more than Bettylou, who can pivot on a dime and really has that compact approach and can nail those turns right in the critical section of the wave. But Isabella found a jam of a ride.
Yeah, she did, and she got the opportunity to do multiple turns.
Flatten out, so she opts out of that one, and right behind her, Bettylou gets in on the opening exchange. Makes good use of that outer section. Just fighting to find the open facer again here, though, and instead opts for that inside run to priority.
Wow.
Break these ones down. Let's have a look at the replay here. Gabriella, why don't you take us through this ride for Bettylou?
Yeah, this wave is, you kind of have to do a bit of a setup work before it gets going, and sometimes it is hard to tell what it's doing down the line, but like Richie said, that turn, she really just leaned into it and got a lot of release, and that's hard to do out here, to find a steep section to do that. So when you do it, it feels really good. Unfortunately, the wave just kind of let her down there in the end, but that is very exciting for us and everyone watching, that she's fired up and she's doing some good surfing.
Yeah, and here it is again. Just I think probably what I want. Well, she's going to go that first wave of the set. Almost taking advice from Gabrielle O'Brien here, and let's see if this one holds its line. She's going to get caught behind here, so that one didn't really pan out. And behind her now, Isabella Nichols. She sizes one up but lets it go, but there's more coming. Lining it up. And let's see if she can make good use of these opening sections. Draws off the bottom in front of her opponent. A clean swoop to get started. Great vision here as she, wow, looks like she's going to get caught behind this one as well. So a bigger set, but really not too much quality there.
She was looking down the line trying to find another section. That wave just ran off, and this was Isabella. First snap was pretty good. A little bit late to the second. She just tries to hang on and get around that. Yeah, well, that set was twice the size. It looks like there's still going to be an opportunity here for Bettylou. Connects with that first for that first section.
Yeah, there's a nice combination to get this ride started. And she got the rebate. Just the two turns, but it's a solid combination again, and it should be enough.
Let's have a look, see what happens on this wave of Bettylou. Just cutting back towards the whitewash. Another snap. She comes up to this section, just slightly mistimed, but
I like my backhand. I like getting barrel going left, but I also like that we have this to show our turns.
Excited for some big backhand blows. Thanks, Molly. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, True. And Bettylou on the outside there. Wow. World champ aura.
But it's a big change, and it can be scary, and I think I can't speak for her, but we had a few words, and it obviously works for her, and she won the world title.
Unfortunately for Isabella Nichols, she's not going to get that opportunity, but some quality turns laid down by Bettylou, and she is moving on through to the next round. Impressive stuff. Just a couple more heats to come to set up the bracket for that next round.
Bettylou, it was tough out there. There was not much going on in the way of waves, but you made the most of what you had.
Yeah, that was a big flurry at the start, honestly. We had a few sets, which was really nice, and then it just went flat for pretty much half of the rest of the half of the heat. But yeah, happy just to snag two of them and, just be on top of my opponent.
You've been watching it all day. You know that, there's been slow heats. There hasn't been a lot going on. You've known going into that as well, there's no heat restart. So how do you plan and, I guess, strategize your approach for each heat?
Yeah, great question. Honestly, it's really, you just got to grind it. You just got to figure it out, make the best out of all your decisions, make the most out of them, and, hopefully you get the better end of it, really. And, just kind of continue and just hunt and stay ready and just be ready when it comes.
Coming off the back of the Gold Coast as well, you knew you were coming here to Raglan, to New Zealand, going left. Where was one of the places that you were like, okay, I feel like this is going to be like Raglan, and that's where you decided to prepare to come here?
Yeah, great question. I honestly didn't really prepare much to come surf a left, especially back at home in the summertime. There's a few lefts in town that remind me of this wave, but I haven't surfed there in a long time. But yeah, kind of just flourishing into the younger version of myself when I was 15, doing those little QSs at home and, just getting that grovel back and getting that excitement for this wave.
There wasn't much going on in regards to waves. I mean, today we see the forecast, there's not much happening. We know it's going to be small, but there's lots to do in New Zealand. Have you been enjoying your time here so far?
Yes. Oh my goodness, I love this place. I think I could see myself living here for a little bit. It's that beautiful, and there's so much fun activities to do here. And I'm really enjoying my time here, and I hope we can come back.
You're up against Molly in your next heat. She leads 6-2 in the head-to-head battles between the two of you. So you both have a very strong backhand. What's, the thought process in going into the next one?
I'm excited for it. I feel like I haven't had a heat with Molly since last year on the Gold Coast. Or no, sorry, lowers at Trestles. That was probably the last time I had a heat with her. And but yeah, just looking forward to hopefully up my heat wins against her.
Get the feed in the wax, get the board moving. Thanks, Bettylou. We'll send it back to you guys.